Hi, guys and gals. So, if you're here, you're probably interested in creating a quiz through IXL. And so, I love this tool because it kind of sort of makes my job a little easier. And I'm here to help you create your first IXL quiz, hopefully. And so, make sure you're logged into IXL, it's very essential. And then you're going to hover over My IXL. And so, no matter which access you have, whether it's admin access or whether it's just teacher access, you should be able to see My IXL and you should be able to see quizzes. You have a quiz library and library drafts. But right now, we're going to focus on creating a quiz. So, we're going to click on quizzes. When we click on quizzes, it automatically takes us to our quiz library, and you can see things that other people in your school have published, and then you can also see drafts. So this is a draft that I was creating for one of my teachers. Um, and so right here, we're going to do create quiz resource. This is where we would create the quiz. And so I'm going to use a name, a generic name. And so when we get to this point, we have two options. We have an IXL Insta quiz. This is for teachers who really want IXL to basically create it for them. Um, and so that means you will use IXL questions to create this quiz. Over here, you can use write your own. That gives you a multiple choice option and a short answer option. Later on, you'll see where we can include both of them if we wanted to. But if you don't like the questions that IXL is creating, you can still use this tool and create multiple choice questions or short answer questions for your students. But right now, we're going to focus on the Insta quiz first. And so I'm going to choose math because I like math. So we're going to go math is our topic. And so right here, we have our course of study and we have our EOG and EOC. What I've noticed with IXL is that if I use my standard course of study, it's going to give me more quote unquote lenient questions. And so these, I've gotten a lot of yes or no questions, and a few type in questions, short answer questions, but I don't have a lot of what I'm looking for as an EOG style, EOC style questions. So my personal favorite one to use is the North Carolina EOG and EOC, but I encourage you to explore both to see which one you prefer for your students. And so I'm going to do seventh grade, math seventh grade. And so here you'll see where we have it already in subtopics. And so what you'll notice on the course of study one is that it's by standards. But if we do our topics, we can choose which ones we want to do. So I'm just going to choose some random ones. And so I could do one of this question, one of this question. So when I choose these questions, you probably notice these different levels that popped up. I like to think of these levels as similar to my DOKs of easier questions versus more difficult questions based on our levels. And then you'll notice in these, we have word problems that go all the way up to level 5. So the higher the level, the more challenging, the lower the level, the lower the challenge or lower rigor. And so I'm a teacher that I like to have a variety of those. Kind of like to have it all over the place. So you can see it's as quick as a click or 5. And you can keep doing this as many as you want. And so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right now, that means we will have 7 questions, 8, 9, 10. And so again, you can toggle how difficult you want these to be. So I'm just going to do 10 questions for now. This assures me that I've chosen 10 questions. This hovering over this lets me know the type, the skill names, the amount of questions I have for each skill, and the different levels that I have for that skill. Okay, so then when I get to this point, I'm like, okay, I want to see what this is going to look like because right now we have no clue what those questions look like. So when I go to next, it's going to give me a glimpse. So now I get a preview, and then up here I can link my state standards if I wanted to. And I'm not going to do that right now because, to be honest, I chose random ones just to show you a quick glimpse of what it looks like. And so right here, this is why I choose the EOG style ones, is because now my students have to